Coach Rupert Lewis about to embark on yet another women's lacrosse season. Monks started the season at UNE on Sunday. Didn't quite go the way we'd planned, but it was a hard-fought effort. Before we get into that, Coach, let's just talk about your thoughts on the upcoming season. Obviously, looking to stay atop the GNAC, and but the target's on your back after last year.
I will agree. I think last year we kind of snuck in under the radar. We didn't have a lot of veteran returning players, and the expectations were not as high. It was clear from last year that we played a really total team game, and that was the difference in the program from years prior. This year, I'm excited about the opportunity to showcase some of the young players that are coming on board. We're going to have tremendous speed on the field and a little bit of depth for the first time. So I'm excited about that opportunity and giving those players some opportunity as the games progress through the season.
So let's talk about the returners. Obviously some very good players back in the fold. You have Kat Gadboys, Mary Leisure, Michelle Cunha, Megan Williams. I don't want to forget anybody, but Jackie Wilson, and of course Elise Chiazzo. Just a great group, a very solid core of returning players. How do you think they handle, like we said, the target on the back aspect as opposed to last year where you didn't have that?
I think that's where we're going to have the challenge, is understanding that once you become a champion, everybody wants a piece of the action, and every game is going to be harder and harder. It's going to be like a championship game. It was clear from our first game on Sunday. UNE wanted that game badly. We started out pretty great, and the stats, if you look at the stats, I think the stats were in our favor. Some things did not roll our way, and unfortunately, the new rule came to bite us.
The new rule being the sudden victory.
The sudden victory with a stick check. It's amazing to have a player score in the regular time with the same stick. You don't have a break, so the stick is not adjusted, and she scores, and then that stick becomes illegal. I think it's something that I hope as lacrosse coaches we can look into it and make some changes. I remember drawing back on my field hockey days, we had similar requirements where there was a stick check before the game, but the stick check ended at that one instant. Now every goal that's scored, there will be a stick check. So it's very possible that players will lose their stick if it's found illegal.
That's definitely something to keep an eye on. Like you said, it bit us in the first game, which is unfortunate. But last year you started out the same way.
Yeah.
You kind of fought back against UNE, and in the end you didn't win it in the first game, and then you rattled off 17 consecutive victories. This year we probably shouldn't expect that stretch of wins, a tougher schedule this year. Talk about that.
I think with the schedule that we have, it's going to give the girls an opportunity and a chance to really experience some veteran teams. I'm looking forward to playing against Bowdoin. I'm looking forward to playing the Regis, the UMass, and as always our rival USM. And those are going to be good games that we can learn from the experience. I think going forward, we have the opportunity, if we play as a team and play for each other and play our systems, we will be successful again this year. I have no predictions, but I'm looking forward to a really good run in the GNAC, and we'll see how the chips fall.
New rules aside, what are some things that you learned about your team in that first game on Sunday?
I found that my team had a lot of heart and character. We kept fighting even when we were down. addressed the team yesterday, and I said one of the really crucial turning points in any season is how you react when you're a goal or two down. And if you don't give up and you show the character to fight through it, and be patient and playing our system, we will be successful. I think if you look at the game and from a coaching perspective, we never got into our rhythm or game plan until the second half. And once that happened, goals were starting to come. And again, it's our first game. That was the first time we were on a full field, and first time getting the experience and the distance of running 110 yards back and forth. So, I think every game we will learn from it and we'll get better.
And you're also missing 3 basketball players.
We're missing some players.
Happy for them. They made it to the NCAA tournament, the women's basketball players who are on your team. And there's some potential for those players to play big roles as well. So you weren't full strength either.
I agree. And, I think, whatever team you put out there is the team that will represent the school and represent the program. So once those players come on board, we will be in better shape. I think we have a lot of young talent this year, and I'm looking forward to some talent and these kids really showing what they have. The Kelly twins are going to be exceptional, really fast players, and have really grown since the first day of practice. I was pleasantly surprised by Brittany Arsenal. Played a heck of a defensive game, and Reagan Everson, huge. So we have some depth, and we have some kids that are going to create and be positive contributions throughout the season.
What do you think you learned and your players learned from last year's NCAA tournament appearance?
I think everyone that was a returning player understands what it means to have commitment, what it means to have the dedication and the forthright to really stay the course. This year, it's such a different atmosphere. Everyone is very committed and putting in the extra work that's needed to get to that next level. My goal, if we win GNAC again this year, is to make sure we go a little deeper in the tournament, no matter who we drop.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for your time. Good luck this season.
It's a pleasure.